Aloha, Leo, and welcome to Kamaboko Tarot. Mahalo nui loa for joining me. Leo, we're going to be doing a 5 card theme spread for the month of January 2023. And can you believe it that it's January 2023? It's 2023 already. So happy new year to you, Leo. Hopefully your 2023 is filled with lots of fortune and blessings here. So just going to go ahead and get the cards ready. I am using the Tried, Trusted, and True Wildwood Tarot here. And let's go ahead and see what we have for you. So you do have the Three of Stones Creativity, the Knight of Bows Fox, the Four of Vessels Boredom, the King of Stones Wolf, and the Eight of Vessels Rebirth. Okay. So kind of looking at, just the cards in general here, Leo, I feel like most of this particular month is going to be extremely beneficial here for you. There may be some lull points here. I'm kind of feeling like this is kind of like I'm just going to draw like, positive, positive, kind of dipping down and then positive, positive here again. Kind of like an M shape if you want to use that. Because you do have the Four of Vessels Boredom here. And I'm not saying that this is by any means, in a timeline of like from beginning to the end of the month. These are just themes that'll be perhaps very apparent to you for this month. But, overall, I think majority of it, the 4 out of the 5 cards looks fantastic. The only thing that is a little bit worrisome is this Four of Vessels Boredom card. So I do want to jump into this card here. Four of Vessels Boredom is synonymous to the Four of Cups card. And I feel like it's just maybe perhaps you're not necessarily kind of keeping your perspectives a little bit open here, Leo, and seeing what opportunities await you. I guess like what I guess I'm trying to say is like to be open-minded, to keep your perspective open, because you don't necessarily know what is out there. And if you're kind of like closed off here, I feel like you're not necessarily going to be able to maybe get out of a rut, if you will, and see what, things out there in the universe will be able to help you overcome this rut, if you're perhaps in one, or maybe just kind of getting out of a slow time. It is interesting because you do have this particular season here, coming into Aquarius, and towards the end of the month, I think the sun will be moving into the sign of Aquarius, like on the 21st of January. It is interesting because astrologically, the sun is, I believe, in its detriment or fall. I can't remember which one. Regardless, it's not necessarily positive. It kind of insinuates very challenging times, because the sun is a luminary, which is your ruler in the sign of Leo, and Aquarius is opposite to the sign of Leo, which means that the sun, as it moves into Aquarius, is at its opposite or furthest away from its home, which definitely puts it in a challenging aspect, if you want to use that term. So I do feel like perhaps maybe some of you may be feeling that here, and kind of that rut type of energy here. So regardless though, I do feel that there is a lot of opportunity out there for you. I do feel like many of you perhaps, because of maybe even feeling this type of rut, maybe diving into something that you've always wanted to do, some form of creativity, something that you perhaps have wanted to do and tap into. Three of Stones could also be synonymous to the Three of Pentacles in traditional tarot, which could also talk about teamwork kind of building something creative, some form of collaboration here. Maybe perhaps there is some travel coming in for you as well. The Knight of Bows Fox could represent some travel, also could represent focusing on your work environment as well. So maybe there is some form of work that you're doing, whether it's in your career or business or your own line of work. I feel like this is going to be a very important time to kind of not necessarily just keep you busy, but keep you motivated, keep you going, perhaps during this time that you may be experiencing low levels of energy. You also do have the King of Stones Wolf, and I love the King of Stones Wolf because this to me is all about stability. And the King of Stones Wolf is someone that is very fiscally responsible. So maybe now is the time here, Leo, that you're going to be looking at your finances to ensure that things are in order. If you're that type of person that looks at it like maybe every so often, right? But for those that perhaps look at it constantly and regularly, maybe you are going to be looking at something a little bit different here. Maybe things for retirement, savings, things of that nature, kind of getting your finances in order. The other thing too that I really appreciate and like about the King of Stones Wolf is that wolves, they live in packs and they learn from one another. So I do feel like this is a great opportunity here for you, Leo, to kind of outbranch and network if you want, talk with your connections that you have on perhaps maybe things that you're wanting to explore, things that you're wanting to learn a little bit more about. And then you also have the Eight of Vessels Rebirth. So to me, I feel like this is pretty much saying that you're going to be coming out of this lull type of energy here. This transformation is going to really get you off and started on a good note for 2023. So I really like to see that here coming for you. So Leo, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this reading for the month of January 2023. And until next time, Leo, malama pono and ahui ho.